Take a look at this. Take a look at them. 20 million and counting. That is the number of out-of-school children in Nigeria today. 80% of that number are in northern Nigeria, in the cities of Sokoto, Kaduna, Kano, Zamfara, Katsina, Jigawa, Yobe, Plateau, Nasarawa, Kogi, Benue, Maiduguri, Adamawa, predominantly northern states. This particular one is in Abuja, the seat of government. One reason why this has happened is because of negligence over the development of the people, especially the youths in northern Nigeria for decades. Who do we blame? The northern elite, yes. Sad as it is, promises upon promises from one administration to another has left nothing for these children to foster and to have a sense of belonging. Look at this footage. These are children, our children, Nigerian children in the north of the country, in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, and seat of power where this Almajiri phenomenon prevails. If the north doesn't know it yet, this is the biggest time bomb waiting, just waiting to explode. I could say that these children, look at them, are between the ages of 6 to 18 at most. They have nothing doing. They are not in homes. They are not with their parents or in foster homes. They sleep at markets and on bridges in Kano, Kaduna, Sokoto, and all over the north. This particular video that you're watching, you could see how bad the social gap between the haves and the have-nots is. While the children remain filthy, dirty, people eating right in front, the affluent ones will not even call to give a plate to these hungry ones, fueling anger and hatred as they continue to look on. Hungry as they are, politicians can use them as they become vulnerable in the society. These are the ones who easily follow the path of Boko Haram, kidnappers, bandits, and the other Mexicans linked to crime in Nigeria today. But there seems to be an awakening. That is, this time bomb must not be allowed to explode. It must be stopped. One question we must ask ourselves is, why is the number of out-of-school children and Almajiris increasing every year? You don't have to look too far to understand that the security challenges in northern Nigeria over the past 20 years at least has led us to this point. Farmers can no longer go to their farms. As a result, there have been this dying spirit of the youths with nothing to do, no income whatsoever, and their mainstay is agriculture. Now, agriculture has been totally destroyed, and selflessness of the affluent who can produce agricultural produce, who have got the capacity to produce, look the other way, while these poor children hunger 24 hours a day. How inhuman, how wicked. But as I said, there seems to be something being done by this present administration. They have broken down governance to the regional level by establishing regional development hubs called the commissions. We have about 6 of them now. Initially, we had just the NDDC. Now we have the NEDC, the NWDC, the NCDC, and also the SEDC, all set to bring development and empowerment to the people at the grassroots. Now, this administration is worthy of note. This administration has just come in 2 years, and this has been done. I'm not holding any brief for them, but Nigerians are watching very closely to see the outcomes of these commissions and the huge sums that has been appropriated for them to work. Now, this is the catch. To deliver on the promises of getting poverty out of our land, bring employment to the youths of our land, and improving agriculture from subsistence to mechanized farming, and eliminate selfish interest and puts Nigeria first. Until that is done, then I'm afraid we'll be sure that development commissions that have been established by these governments are just a mirage, taking Nigerians for a ride. Now, what do we do, especially the Northerns? Almajiri education failed when Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, the former president, established schools such that they are able to attend, but nobody went to those schools. It will be in order for the commissions in the northern part of the country, the NWDC, that's the Northwest Development Commission, and the NEDC, Northeast Development Commission, and that one in the central, to work very closely with Lawal Adamu, the senator from Kaduna Central, who is also the chairman Senate Committee on UBEC and Primary Education, to strategize on education and see that there is a revival of schools that work and there are empowerment programs beyond just giving cash or tricycles and all of that to something more tangible, more sustainable, that can replicate and create jobs and have an establishment of businesses that can employ more youths, especially. And until we do that, then I'm afraid that the North will languish in a cycle of poverty that will only get worse each passing year.